this is doing is describing if you see this action or behavior in an autistic individual, suddenly pulling away or walking away. Well, what are they trying to say? And Staci's put in words. They're trying to tell you, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. It's too hard. That's very clearly what anybody that would do that action is trying to say. It's just that you are looking for them. Well, tell me, don't walk away. Tell me what it is you want. But at that time, they're too stressed. They don't have the ability to, it's too much work for them. What comes easy and automatic to you is hard for an autistic.
Hi, I'm Staci Neustadt. I am a speech-language pathologist and the CEO at Making Sense of Autism, and I'm a student of Susan.
And I'm Susan Golubock. I am a now retired occupational therapist who has worked many, many years after I discovered even my own autism with other autistic individuals. I founded Making Sense of Autism because of my passion to not only understand my brain and how it worked differently, but to try to explain what I've learned to other people so that they're more understanding and therefore more accepting and more accommodating to autistic individuals.
So our goal is to help you provide the right support without trying to fix autism, but by understanding it. So whether you're a parent, teacher, therapist, or just someone who wants to learn, you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe and join us every week. We talk about a new topic. We're going to soon be presenting regarding augmentative and alternative communication and autism and what that means. And my brain keeps going to, it doesn't always have to be a device. It doesn't always have to be a sheet with pictures on it or a picture of something someone hands to someone. Communication can be gestures or actions or movement. So I'm really excited about a freebie that we will have links below for parents and professionals. And then we are also talking about how to adapt this for autistic individuals as well. And really, I see this tool literally as that bridge to help parents and professionals understand what is my child or student trying to communicate. And then for autistic individuals, helping them either educate the people around them or teach the people around them, hey, if I do this, this is what I mean. Because that communication goes both ways. So we're trying to educate what those gestures and actions mean, and then advocating and empowering autistic individuals as well to advocate for themselves. So I'm going to share it so everyone can see what this is. So is my child communicating something? So Sue, I want you to dive a little bit more into what all of these kind of actions might mean and how people can respond to them.
Well, we have to remember there's more ways to communicate than just verbally. Granted, that is the easiest for most people once they learn it, but there are so many ways that we communicate through our gestures, through grunting and groaning, or our behaviors, how we act. All of those things are ways to communicate. So all of this is doing is describing if you see this action or behavior in an autistic individual, suddenly pulling away or walking away. Well, what are they trying to say? And Staci's put in words. They're trying to tell you, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. It's too hard. That's very clearly what anybody that would do that action is trying to say. It's just that you are looking for them. Well, tell me, don't walk away. Tell me what it is you want. But at that time, they're too stressed. They don't have the ability to, it's too much work for them. What comes easy and automatic to you is hard for an autistic to do. So they don't have the words. So basically, if you look at this like a dictionary, a translator from what these actions or sounds of what they're doing may be suggesting they mean. And therefore, if you give the message, oh, you just got walked away, does that mean you can't do it? It's too hard. You're going to stop them in the tracks because they're going to say, oh, now that instead of continuing to walk away or pull away, they're going to stop dead because you heard them. You understood them. Now they're willing to listen. Oh, well, okay, let's figure it out. How can we make it easier? Well, how could we make it so that it's more fun? Do you see how you can then use that? And then what you're doing is you are helping the autistic by pairing, I see you doing this. This is what I think it means. Am I right? And if they agree, you say, well, if it's too hard, let's make it easier. If you don't like it, let's make it more fun. And you give them options and choices for how they might deal with it. Now, you're also teaching them the language to go with it. Next time, instead of walking away, they may say too hard. They may say, I don't like it. Or they'll use the gesture, okay. They'll use gestures, but you're teaching. So you might want to pair it. Is it too hard? I don't like it. I don't want to. Use a gesture with it so that maybe next time, instead of walking off, they'll just do the gesture. Do you see how you can modify it by trying to recognize it as communication and working toward, okay, I realize you've got a need and I have a need too, so let's figure out how we can meet both our needs.
And this piece of the idea of observing and just taking a minute to observe, where I know that's hard in today's day and age because we're all very busy and we're all doing things. And so taking that minute to just observe, oh yeah, what are they trying to tell me, is so powerful. My speech assistant shared a story with me about one of her clients who is a limited oral communicator, also just adult language processor with some phrases, and AAC communicator. And when she normally does therapy elsewhere, but when she went to his house for the first time, he took her hand and she just followed him, and she noticed he was taking her to all the rooms in his house. Now, not once did he use language or anything, but she knew, she's like, oh, are you trying to show me your house? And he lit up like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So he didn't have to use any language. And it was, like you said, name what you see. You're taking me to all the rooms in your house. Are you trying to show it to me? So, these moments definitely, they don't always have to be behaviors or what are, observed as behaviors. I know that's mostly what we brought to this list because that's oftentimes what people come to us with, are struggles with behaviors, but it also can be a positive thing of bringing an object to you. And like we have on here, I can't tell you, but I can show you, or I need your help. So being kind of an investigator with the gestures and nonverbal communication the child is demonstrating is super powerful. Even I have another client who often, his regulation piece is kind of just pacing back and forth. And so even us just recognizing that pattern of that's what he's trying to communicate, because we'll notice he does it like when I first arrive. So he's regulating, okay, someone's new in my house, or if he hasn't been outside yet, which is definitely an exciting and regulating thing for him, sometimes he'll pace. So when we observe those things, we'll note it and then offer some supportive choices, especially if he seems dysregulated when he's pacing back and forth. So I feel like this is super powerful, and almost that like insight that professionals, parents need. And then from the autistic perspective, we haven't made the handout yet, but how do you see autistic individuals advocating for themselves if they do find themselves using a lot of nonverbal communication?
Number one, the way it's actually written could be an autistic can share it like a dictionary with parents, educators, whoever else that seems to constantly misunderstanding them. And in terms of, hey, if you see these, this is probably what I'm trying to tell you, but I can't get the words out. And therefore, maybe you will stop this misunderstanding all the time where you think I'm not responding to you when I really am, and etc. But it also gives a clue as to what I, as an autistic, how I would like you to respond to me. So I think it's a great educational tool that an autistic can share with, obviously not everyone that they come across because they would be a little bewildered, but the people who care about them, that want to interact and communicate with them.
Yeah.
This would be a great tool to share with them, to say, hey, when you see me do these things, which I'm very likely to do, this is what I'm trying to share with you. And here's how I would appreciate it if you could respond.
Yeah, I love that. I think that will not only fix a lot of those miscommunications, but I think build that connection even more because you feel seen and heard when your message is understood. Wonderful. Well, you can get the link below and let us know what you think. We love feedback. And if you like this information, definitely subscribe, share this with other people you think this might help. And we thank you for being here. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you, Staci.